I need a cap. Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Taproom. Live from the garden tonight again. And it's windy, the sun's out, it's blinding me, the wind's cold. And oh well. So I'm going to drink 2 beers tonight. I've got some Boss Brewing, made in Wales, a Welsh Pale Ale. And Let the Dragon War, 4.5% Welsh Pale Ale. And then, to apologise, it feels like we're on a ship. Bloody table keeps moving. And then from Untapped. Who knew that Untapped did beers? Yeah. Can't stand the programme myself, but the brewing company's all right. This is Border Amber Session Beer. Good evening, Thomas. And I need to get some bloody something here. Good evening, Miss Dave. How are you, matey? Yeah, I think these are the 2 beers you gave me last year. I thought to myself, it's about time I cracked them open. And it's cracking now, isn't it, again? Lovely and sunny. Good evening, Mr. Siege Art. Gilbert, good evening. So, what's everyone drinking? Are we all on the booze? It's a lovely night. And it's nice to have some warm weather, to be honest. Although that wind's a bit chilly still. But, yeah. And the dog's doing me nothing because he keeps walking round and round. And I can't find my normal bottle opener, so I'm having to use my posh one. So, there we go. Titanic Brewery. Whoa. Proper posh. Yeah, I can't find them. I lost them last... and good evening. Yeah, I lost them last Sunday, I reckon. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a gusher. I lost them when I was in town. Or they're somewhere in the house, one of the two. I have got multiple pairs somewhere, but it's like everything. You know, when you start looking for stuff, you can't find it, can you? Hence, always seems to happen. So, lovely amber pour. Bit of Welsh beer there. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a bit like Bombardier Amber. And Amber Session Bitter. 3.8%, so not too taxing on this sunny night. There we go. You can't see it anyway. Let me do this. Oof, that's better. Just got back from a break in West Wales, right? Yeah. Hop by Soul, 5 cents. So, hey up. You come outside, and what happens? The wind gets up. I can't do it from the shed because the internet's playing up. Hey, typical, isn't it? Oh well. Good evening, Mr. Pamel. These bottles are going in a minute. Put them down. Let me just neck some of this. Oh, that's tasting nice. Can't beat a decent amber beer. I'm going to put the bottle on the floor because I'll leave it like that. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. You can just see that now. Right, put my glasses back on. Triple Point New England IPA, 6.2%. It is a bit windy. Tornado incoming. Apologies there. Spat out of bloody mouth. And hey, just found out that Fire Rock Brewing Company bringing out their collab from when we went up to Sutton Ashfield. So tomorrow I'm going to dart up to Sutton Ashfield and get a bottle. £9 a bottle. I wasn't going to buy any beer this week as well after last week, and these things happen, don't they? You know, buy another beer and keep drinking. It's what makes the world go round, isn't it? Big match tomorrow, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United. Should be a belting match. Looking forward to it. Dare I watch it? No, not really. Oh, Jesus. Dare I watch it? No. I'll listen. I'll catch up with it later. Although, to be fair, it's the second half back at the City Ground. That's the main one. Hopefully, we can go there, get a draw or a win. Be nice. And see where we go from there, really. So, tasting very nice. Slightly hazy, I'll say. But, nice amber pour. Bit of sediment in the bottom. Probably out of date, if anything. Probably. but it's still tasting really good. Just to show you, never take much notice of dates. I certainly don't. Yeah, it's not easy being a football fan, is it? I suffer bloody anxiety, and sometimes I just can't bring myself to to watch the matches. I mean, but then that's the best part when you watch a match, and if you win, it's great. If the referee's making bad decisions all the way through and getting it wrong, then you just get upset, and then you want to chuck your can through the TV, through the TV. So yeah, I think I'll just listen. Although I'll probably be at work. I presume it's an early kickoff. Stop everyone getting too drunk. And that's why they do these 12 o'clock kickoffs these days. Yeah, it's been a while since we played Leeds. Have you still got is it Bielsa as manager? What is it his name? I can't remember his name. Is he still the manager? Or has he changed managers? The right manager means everything, doesn't it? Then again, the right players do as well. And if the players play for the manager, it is tough in that respect. Oh, so nice weekend upon us. Jesse Marsh, an American. Oh, right. Never heard of him. Yeah. That's why you're going down. What happened to Bielsa? Did he get sacked or something? Or whatever his name was. I forget his name. But he did well for your team. Strange, isn't it? Strange how it works. So, going down nicely. Bloody windy. Need to catch up on Moon Knight. I never thought he's a Marvel fan. I need to catch up on that. And then we need to go and watch Doctor Strange film this week. If we can even understand what happens in Doctor Strange. Good evening, Craig H. How are we? So, beer festival season, well, for me at least, starting to appear. Next week, Castle Rock's Yard Party. A few weeks after that, Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. A few weeks after that, Hucknall Beer Festival. So it's getting quite stacked up with beer festivals. And bloody hell. Hey, I'll need a new liver come the end of it. Although I'm not doing what I did last week again. Not drinking 20 like that again. That was ridiculous. 20 different beers. 17 reviews. Beer reviews. And one very pissed up beer review, I think, at the end. I'd never watched it. Can't bring myself to watch it. Although I really should. They give me a hint how I got home. But just my luck, I was absolutely fine on the beer review. And then as soon as I got out into the open, steaming. Yeah, Chris Newton was a bit like that. Oh my kid, that wind. Chris Newton, yeah, Newton. Chris Newton had no plan B. He just, it is an untapped beer, Kevin. Yes, your neck of the woods. Yes, going down very nicely as well. Gifted by the good man Dave. Last Robin Hood Beer Festival. And back in October. God, how the year's flown. May already. Christmas soon. Yeah, is it Christmas tomorrow? Feels like it with that wind. But yes, it's the year's flying by. I mean, when you look at this Ukraine war, I didn't think they'd last a few days. And Ukraine, with the Western's tool, weapons, are really giving them some crap back. Good evening, Liam. There's got to come a time, though, in these wars when you run out of stuff. And A, money, B, weaponry. I mean, surely, unless Russia's got a stockpile beyond all belief, they must have worn out some of their stockpile by now. When you look at it anyway. And today, there's something to do with the river. If anybody watches the news, it's intriguing to see our big country like that of make big mess-ups. First time in 3 years. Oh, enjoy your time in Spain. Can't wait to go back myself. When prices come down, though. and they don't keep stopping the all-inclusive. I mean, to be fair, if they stopped all-inclusive, I just wouldn't drink. Or I'd go to the Spanish. Well, I wouldn't pay so much as well, because if you're not all-inclusive, and if you're limited to 6 a day, then you won't pay for all-inclusive, because the cost of all-inclusive is always massively more. But yeah, I can't wait to go back. I mean, I'd just hit the Spanish shops. I would. The lager and beer over there is cheap as chips. Don't go for the 40 pence wine though. It's nasty. It's like piss. I've done the not drinking thing before. Yeah, I've been to America and not drank for 2 weeks when I was there. Yeah. Well, you couldn't drink and drive in America. There's zero tolerance. Well, there was in Orlando. I don't know about the rest of America, but having being a foreigner, not good. It's only a beer from Mallorca. Good evening. It's a bit chilly here. That wind. Otherwise, the sun's all right. To be fair. Friday night, most people are out in the pubs. I'm sat at home, but yeah, going out boozing tomorrow night again. So, got some barrel-aged Guinness to try, and some New Zealand gin, apparently. Washington State in the USA. Good evening. What's happening with Biden? If you're a Biden or Trump fan, obviously Republican Democrats, but from what you see on the news, it looks like he's bloody he wants to retire. Yeah, the wind's just pain in the arse. Yeah, fan of neither. Yeah, I think for me, Barack Obama was probably one of the best ones. Let me enable your comment, because there you go. Depends what Indian I've had. Hey. Good evening, Michael. Yeah, I mean, it's always interesting to hear people's thoughts across the world. And like Trump was interviewed the other day in Australian TV, and he says if he'd have been in charge, Putin wouldn't have done it. And I kind of agree with what he says, really. Did some bird watching on the beach? I bet you did. Yeah. I'm a bird watcher. Yeah. I'm not a ornithologist. I'm a ornithologist. Yeah, that's what you tell people. Yeah, worked on the Arboretum for 20 years. You couldn't be anything other. Good evening. So, hope everyone's enjoying their Friday night. Wife's doing cakes again, so I'm in the garden. And I would have gone in the shed, but the internet's having a funky, so I'm having to be down here. I think because my son's back. Son's been away all week. The internet's been fine. Son comes back, he hogs the internet. Swallows on the Amazon. Oh. So yeah, looking to get a nice Bang the Elephant collab beer tomorrow. And I'm going to put that bowl down, because otherwise it's going to fall down and make a mess of my laptop. Got pissed up last night watching football. Did you? After Sunday. I'm drinking. Good evening, Shark. I'm drinking from Wales. It's their Untapped brewing company. Bit like the app, but not quite so. And it's called Border. And it's an amber session bitter, 3.8%. And yeah, it's very nice. It's in the spot nicely. Slightly hazy. I do wonder if it's just out of date or if it's meant to be. These days with beers, you never quite know, do you? Liam Rusco, can't hear you. Are you muted? On the whiskey today. Oh, I don't do whiskey. I'm trying to keep away from spirits. Yeah, it's a bad thing. Yeah. I'm all right drinking them. I like to drink them. And it's that thing where you drink a little bit too much and Yeah, it's not good for you. So, rounded flavours from a blend of crystal malts with a distinct Fuggles hop character, for those who know their Fuggles. And they've been brewing beer since 2013. I wonder if Untapped Brew Company was around before Untapped, the app. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? You can actually claim off them. You're not talking, Shog? What was the football match you were watching last night then, for you to be drunk? I've been quite liberal since last Sunday. Phew. There's drinking and then there's doing. That was Jesus. Someone had said to me we'd have done 20 beers, 17 reviews, beer reviews. I'd have said no, you're having a laugh, but we did. Spurs versus Arsenal. Who lost? Who won? Just out of curiosity. Not that I really care for either, but good evening, Shane. So, have you both seen that Fire Rock are bringing the Call of the Cthulhu, what it's called, the Bang the Elephant collab out tomorrow, £9. Pre-holiday craft beers tonight. Airport, 1:45 Sunday morning. Ouch, get there early, mate. Been lethal at airports. Tomorrow watching Forest, then it's the cup final. Pissed up tomorrow. Are you off tomorrow then? Yeah, I'm going to probably pop up to Fire Rock tomorrow afternoon, straight after gardening, come home, get changed, straight up to Fire Rock, try and get hold of a bottle, and probably get some of their draft beers to take away. And have about 5 or 6 draft beers and bring them back and do some half-pint reviews, or even thirds. Thirds would be better because it'd be cheaper and I can get more. Oh, you're home for 12. Yeah, we dropped a ball there, didn't we? We should have had. And this, you see a lot of people, you always have a meal halfway through, or chips, fish and chips and gravy or something. And we did all that drinking and nothing to eat. And I still can't remember what happened. Nearly burnt the house down, but there you go. Yeah, these things happen. It's funny how your body recuperates, isn't it, after beer? I want to do some brewing later in the year and looking at some kits to brew, but I'm not going to go imperial because the people I drink with, they aren't imperial drinkers, but they want flavour. So I might have to do the honey porter, St. Peter's. Just do that, just as it is, or maybe 1 bag of sugar. Yeah, put it at 6% instead of 4, as you do. And maybe the cream stout and maybe a couple of others. A few barrels to go away with in October. And that's if I don't drink it beforehand. That's the only problem with me. Yeah. It's like I want to do a brew for next year for me wedding vows, but I'll know if I do a brew and I get a taste, and that's it. The old bloody barrel's gone. That's 40 pints down the drain. Well, down my belly. But St. Peter's cream stout with banoffee cheesecake flavouring. That'll be interesting, mate. I reckon one kilo of sugar in that. Imperial Brew York later from Barrel Drop. That does sound nice. Dawn Thy Belly. The one good thing about me, Mark, is obviously I'm very active at work at least. And the Brewdog 16/0/O beer. No, not seen that. No. Oh yeah, you both bought that beer, wasn't it? Wasn't it about £9 for the beer? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. Yeah. But I did manage to get an adventure beer order and spend £20 there, and I got the urban chicken. So I was more happy about getting the urban chicken than the other. And it'd be nice to go to Fire Rock tomorrow, and they've got something else and some nice stuff on. about 28 minutes to get to 5 up from Nottingham, so not too bad. It takes an hour on the frigging bus. Not doing that. Try not to do that again. So yeah, Forest tomorrow. Sheffield United. We owe Sheffield one. They're the ones who dumped us out the year we had an amazing team. So, you know, payback needs to happen. Yeah, the Urban Chicken one's a banger, mate. It says, I'd like to get some of his beers on bloody can. Porter. I've done the St. Peter's Honey Porter. That's lovely. But I've also added, I made it into an Imperial and added honey bourbon to it. Hello. So, goodbye. There you go. And then your mate as well. You see, it's all right coming on channels, but we have these things called moderators in the background. But what we also have is we also have laptop in front of me where I can do all that myself. Yeah, you're coming to the wrong chat to do that. So, bye. Anyway, all good fun. Back in the day, that would have bothered me. These days, no, not really. And obviously, you never know who it is, whether it's friends of a certain person or what. Let me just do this for you. There you go. Bye. Ah, dear. So, back to normal stuff. Let the children do their thing. Yeah, Forest match tomorrow. Yeah. Children will play. And I'm on my laptop, my Chromebook, so I can easily just press things and they'll never show up on the channel over again. So it's pointless. Yeah. But they've had to come through and click on the ads. So, you know, they've lost there on that side. And if anybody watching the channel will see their names and they come up on their channel, they can do the same, can't they? So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that bloody wind. So, that's tasting nice, this is. Nice Welsh beer. And cheers for everyone's intervention there. I think you timed them out and I hid them. So that now that none of their messages can even get through anymore. So all 4 of them. No, this is what happened the other year when the channel was getting like 60 people on, and we were getting some idiots on, and I had no moderators then, and then obviously that's why I blasted a load of moderators on, and it sorted it. Drinking your own brew mango IPA last night. Ooh, how's that turned out, mate? Have you got the watermelon sour yet? That sounds really interesting. It's really interesting that Muntons are going down the sour beer route. That's very interesting. It just goes to show you our craft beer is changing the homebrew market now. You know, Imperials and all that sort of thing. Yeah, you do get them, don't you? Hey. Oh dear. They'll pick on somebody else's. As soon as I seen the name, and I thought, yeah. And it was lovely. No need to. Order it and brew it for the watermelon one? Yeah, I need to have a look at that, to be fair. Mango puree for the thing. I think the next stout cider, I fancy doing a Black Forest Imperial. And certainly a Banoffee Imperial. And you never know, for my birthday, my wife might actually get me the ball in the bag kit. So the Pico or something, whatever it is, where you can, use ball in the bag kits in it, and that'd be interesting. As going forward on the old homebrew side of things. Ooh, it's a bit Baltic now, that sun. At least I can nearly half see the screen there. So I've got the Welsh Pale Ale coming next. Good old Boss Brewing. They did do, was it a bubblegum one they did? It didn't really look at what you're giving. Yeah. I'll get that country estate. It's what I got at work today. Yeah. They were doing breakfast at work. I didn't get offered a sausage or anything. If I go in Monday and find out they've had breakfasts on Friday, I will not be a happy bunny. Good evening, Benjamin. Get some beer out, mate. Yeah, it's funny. It's and they can't not say they didn't see me because you look out the window and I'm there. I don't know. I end up setting my own barbecue up at work and bringing my own sausages and then just cooking my own sausages while I'm working. It'll happen one of these days. I've got a cooker at work and a hob, and just set up the old gas bowl to it, and jobs are good. And Boss Brewing's close to Swansea City Football Ground. Ooh. That wind's just slight chilly now. I'm sat the wrong side of the decking as well, which isn't helping matters. But yeah, they've had quite a few beers in Lidl of late, haven't they? Perfect Draft. One of these days, I might go and get one of these perfect draft machines. Might do, might not. I know. Do you have to clean the lines out after every beer, like you would normally? Cheers, Liam, matey. Have a good one tomorrow. Let's hope we win. No, you just carry on pouring. All right, yeah. You'd think you'd have to put something through, wouldn't you? Just so, check. Jesus. Yeah, I know. It's my Chromebook, so it's not too bad, to be fair. Replace the lime with every keg. Ah, that's interesting. My only thing is really click straight on top of the keg. Don't you wash the lines out then, or is that how what it does? It just. I'll never know what I'm going to get for my birthday. Probably nothing at this rate. Yeah. Probably beers, some adventure beer. That's what I'll get. Because the wife knows she can go there and order beers that I've not had. Because he knows what I've had. He only needs to look at my account. Yeah. I suppose for parties, it's bang on, isn't it? You got people round, get a few kegs out, start pouring it, get some nice proper beer. And what you don't want is anybody who's a bit heavy drinking. Yeah, somebody who could neck 15 pints because, woof, that's a few kegs gone in one night. I'd be crying. Like me. Yeah, I don't neck that much. Yeah, I had 20 the other day, but a lot of them were thirds. So, yeah, the actual alcohol consumption wasn't that massive, really. But actually, let's think about it. Pint and a half in the first. No, pint and a third in the first pub. Pint and a half in the second. So two. We'll call it 3 pints. 2 halves, 4 pints. 5. So about 7 or 8 pints, to be fair, through the day. So that's not bad. Just needed some bloody food. Yeah, never go drinking on an empty stomach. So Boss Brewing, nailed in Wales, it says. Let the dragon roar. Look at that. 4.5% Welsh Pale Ale, crafted to release the Welsh dragon from within this sensuous pale ale. Stands for everything we love about our homeland. It's easy drinking, accessible, mighty tasty. Go on, be mischievous. Let the dragon roar. Aroma is citrus, light orange, and sherbet. That's interesting. Flavour is soft orange, moorish sweetness, and perfect with a Welsh rarebit, a slice of barrabriff. What the fuck? Barrabriff? What does that mean? Obviously some Welsh delicacy. Still on the crows. Good evening, Brad. Tennant's Lager, Spatten, and Hertog Lager. Hertog. I'm sure I've had a Hertog Lager before. If that's how you pronounce it, obviously. Fruity bread, barrabriff, that's it. So, well, that's lively and all. It's the beer room for you. So I'm not getting another glass because it's just too much hassle. Well, nice bit of froth on that. Good head on it. Maybe cold tea. Ugh. Don't know if I'm bothered about that. Fruit loaf with proper butter. Oh, I'm starving as well. What have we had to eat tonight? A few chicken thingamaflobs. So yeah, a bit of hot chicken. So yeah, didn't get no breakfast at work. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking my own breakfast into work, going into their kitchen, cooking it on their stoves, and then just leaving the mess. And I say, well, you lot don't cook it, I'll cook it myself, and then just walk off laughing. Yeah, pizza in the oven, job's a good one. So again, slightly hazy pour on this, golden looking pour. Good, lots of carbonation, as you can see with the head. Don't know if I'm getting sherbet though. Sherbet, citrus. Definitely getting citrus. Light orange. Sherbet. I do wonder sometimes, you know, when they come out with aromas, and you're there, and you're like, I can't get any of that shite. And it's funny, you know, my chef from the Newark site, she's actually complained to the boss about that happening, and he's obviously watching the situation. Yeah. There's a fairness side of things, and they're not being fair, and yeah, and it's not just happened to me; it's happened to the maintenance guy as well. But he's a bit more vocal than me. I just sit in the background, wanting to hit somebody. And well, I don't, but you know, not very happy about it. But he'll go up and say something. But swings and roundabouts. Who's got a tap room? Boss Brewing. They all have these days, haven't they? I think this is the thing. This is the future of breweries. To have a brewery and a tap room. I know. Done it. I'm going to go in there with my own sausages and bacon and my own bread, and beggars belief, take some Stilton, and make a nice meal in front of him, and just to. I'm happy when the grass grows because it gives me a chance to mow it and make it look nice again. Yeah, I'm not so happy about the weeds in the grass, but oh, Charlie, but you know, And I want my stuff to grow. Flowers, vegetables. Yeah. Personalities. It's all down to personalities. In any job you're in, there's always personalities, isn't there? You know, there's good and bad, and then there's them people who think they own the world and that. Oh, nice bitey taste to it. Flavour soft. What does it say? Sweetness. I actually got. There is an orangey sweetness in the flavour. To be fair, cup of coffee with eye drops in might be a good idea. No. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm all powerful because I can actually grow the veg and save them a ton of money for their budgets. So I'll just have to make sure that the decent chef gets all the decent produce. Swings and roundabouts. There always is swings and roundabouts, isn't there? You know. Although if I get a bit of a barbecue area set up at work, I'll take a steak and cook a steak on the barbecue while I'm doing something else. You know. Whoa, that would be nice. Hey, steak and a bit of Stilton and that, and then sit in front of him going, "That's my dinner, proper dinner." Although it'd be nice if I can get the steak for free. But there you go. Oh, that wind! It's not very warm. So, Benjamin, are you a Sheffield United fan by any chance? I know all the beer no idea is, and he'll probably be doing a live tonight because I know his wife's away, so he's doing live after live. But I think he might be doing a live with Dean. Yeah, I never did check. I just put the computer on and turned it on. Have a good one, Mark. Have a great holiday. And I'm not jealous at all. No, not jealous at all. No. But it would be nice to go away sometime soon. I mean, we are going to up Yorkshire in October. We are going away to Fort Park in June for my birthday. Yeah, a couple of days away in Fort Park. Hopefully we'll get up to Blackpool this year as well, to be fair. And get up to go on the big one again. Oh, yeah, maybe. I need to get them. You're not allowed to set phones on rides. So I need to get some of these, like one of these things that you put on, you clap it on, and you can take videos, but they can't see that you're taking videos. One of these button camera things. Yeah, that'd be good. Yes, going to Fort Park in for my birthday in June, so June the 24th. 2 nights, 2 days, and really looking forward to it. Bit of a trek down there, though, 3 hours, and about 80 quid's worth of petrol to get there. No, luckily my BM's not bad on petrol, diesel rather. It's round town where it sucks the diesel. But going back to Fort Park, we haven't been there since 2018. We was there when England played Sweden. The atmosphere in the dome was unbelievable. There was about 5,000 of us sitting in that dome. God knows how we all fitted in. It was a bit tight. And all watching the atmosphere was just out of this world. Couldn't get to the bloody bar though for a beer. Good morning, Sam. How are we? And it's that night, Friday night. It's always good for catching up with beer tubers because, I mean, Craig had a beer thing last night. 7 hours. 7 bloody hours. Still need to set up for the end of the month for the Wraggy 4-year thing. I need to get that sorted out. Go and buy some beers. Get the beer sorted out. 6 beers. 1 per hour. I don't think that's overly doing it. Make sure I have something to eat beforehand though. And do it on the Saturday afternoon. So tell the wife, that's it. I'm down the shed now. See you later. Or if it's warm in the garden with sunglasses on. Yeah, if I had sunglasses on now, I'd be able to see what's going on without, doing this every now and again. So, Boss Brewing, going down well. Got to say, absolutely freezing. But looking forward to a good weekend. Quite a weekend the last weekend. Going out 2 nights on a row a weekend's a killer. And it reminded me of the Robin Hood Beer Festival. And the day after, me and Dave the day after, we could not drink what Harry, Blue Nose, Mersey Beers and Rob Hopzine could drink. They're drinking. I mean, I thought I was good at drinking. Their drinking skills are legendary. Off to the Little Penny Pump pub. See you later, matey. It's good to see you back in the room again. Yeah. When they were lining them up in Neon Raptor, I looked at you and like we're both looking at each other thinking, shit. Good evening, Jack. And ever so embarrassing. It does embarrass me. It does. I know I've got it enabled, but you know, it's just enabled for being enabled. But it is embarrassing nonetheless. And I did 17 beer reviews the other day. We didn't ask for a single like. Just putting that little one out there. Drinking Welsh beers, you know what I mean? Do you know, Benjamin, I didn't go to pubs not properly, for nearly 4 years. Crow the Stoned. Yeah. Yeah, for nearly 4 years I didn't go to pubs. And you know, you go to pubs now. And the good pubs, and I don't mean Green King and them sort of pubs, but the pubs with craft beer on the bar and keg beer on the bar and a craft beer fridge. Wow, they're the pubs that are storming it because people go in and you've got so many different beers. It's like, oh, and you know what we're like. We're all kids in a sweet shop. I'm bloody the worst. Yeah. So I got pissed out of my face last Sunday. Although not eating didn't help, mind you know. And I don't like any pubs where it's all about lager. Can't be done with it, you know. It's like, I didn't want to come in here. And I mean, some pubs will have the odd beer on. I went into Wetherspoons last week, and I hadn't done a review of it because I didn't rate it. I didn't rate the selection. It was all their own. Most of it was their own stuff, like Ruddles, and so it's pretty much their own brand on cask at £1.49 a bloody £1.49 for Ruddles. The problem is, it's not that great. Ruddles is all right as a beer, but it's an older beer. It's not that great a beer these days. It's so finish my drink. Oh, look at that! It must be getting out of date or going that way. Yeah, a couple of months. These things happen. This is why I'm trying to run the beer wall down, and it's going to come to the case, I think, where I do a lot more Wraggys tap rooms just to get the beers out of the way. Drive to the pub, yeah, driving's not good, mate. Not when you want to drink. I hate catching buses too. Buses, I'd rather walk, but walking's, you know, problem with walking, it's like walking back from beer. There's always that chance somebody is going to get through to or try and rob you. And yeah, they might end up on the wrong side of a good hiding, but you don't want to be in the situation where you've got to defend yourself. When I walked back from Nottingham Craft Beer Festival last year, I had 4 glasses in my pocket, and luckily none of them got smashed when I fell over. That bloody curb. Never did see that curb. But and my 2 cans as well. They didn't get dinted either. God knows how. But 10-mile walk, yeah, stuff that, yeah. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. I've done a 14-mile walk after college one night. I had no money for the bus. Lost my money. And there was this idiot at the college at the time. He was all right afterwards, but he was an idiot at the time. And I thought, I'm not getting on the bus. I'm not going to ask people for money. So I walked 3 hours. 3 hours. Then I got to the edge of Nottingham, and then I got my bus pass then, so I could get a bus into town. God, that was a long night. And before the days of mobile phones as well, so everyone's panicking, thinking I've been killed or something. Oh, so yeah, I might do that. I might put beers together from certain regions that I've got left over, ciders as well, and do more these Wraggys instead of doing live ragging with beer reviews. Just actually do Wraggys Taproom and just chuck in 2 or 3 beers at once. Once the internet's working in the shed, it gets chilly out here. It was warm as hell early in the full sun, beautifully warm. But now, yeah, a little bit cold now. Looking forward to getting the wall down and starting again and seeing what's out there. Not been to the supermarkets for a long time, so none of them. So it'd be interesting to see what's in them. Or certainly haven't bought anything, even if I have. Mrs. Wraggy's doing cakes. Yeah, she's on cake duty. Yeah. It sounds like our gate's just gone, to be fair. So yeah. My niece is coming round for a cake. I think. Yeah, so she's doing cakes. I'm eating garden. And then I'm going to go in, watch a bit of Moon Night. Try the hell out to understand that program. Yeah. The neighbours know I do this. Yeah, they're good with it. Yeah. Good evening, Tiny. Tay, rather. Yeah, the neighbours are good. Plus, they're on holiday as well. So I've just gone around to shut their gate because some idiot has been and left their gate open. And if people see your gate open, your curtain shut, there's always that risk. And the last thing you want is a neighbour getting robbed. And although I'm a nosy bastard, so I'd be going out there and making myself known to them. And plus, they've got one of those, is it Hive? Not Hive. The doorbells that go to your Wi-Fi. So someone knocks on your door and it shows up straight away on their phone or tablet or whatever. So imagine knocking on the door and giving your bollocks a scratch. And yeah, I worked for somebody last year and knocked on the door. They were supposed to be in. Knocked on the door, didn't answer. Knocked twice, didn't answer. And obviously they've got this bloody app and this certain doorbell. So I sent them a message saying, I've knocked on the door, I can't get an answer. Your side door's locked, and walked away. And then went into Nottingham City Centre, come back, got a load of abuse to say, oh, you should have tried the bloody side door. I said, I don't go trying side doors. I'm not a robber. And yeah, I ain't doing their garden anymore. No, don't want people talking to you like shit. Not for the money that I charge for gardening. Sodom. So, looking forward to Castle Rock's yard party. Anybody in Nottinghamshire area? The collaborations and the beers from breweries all over the UK. There's collaborations with most of the Nottinghamshire breweries. It's going to be some yard party just over a week away. And I'll go down there and hide in the background. Make sure I get some sunglasses so no one recognises you. Although sometimes the grey hair don't help, does it? Yeah, the bald head and the grey hair. Yeah. Needs to put a cap on as well then. Put a cap on, sunglasses, job's a good one. Let's hope it don't rain, because that won't be good if it rains. Yeah, let's hope the weather stays nice. Touch wood. So, still a load in here. So, Welsh Pale Ale. Could have done a review of it, but sometimes it's just nice just to have a beer And with some of them beers in there, they're getting older now, and they're not even in shops anymore. Yeah, you do get that sometimes, though. It says that, and sometimes it's more. I've known it for it to say nobody's watching, and I'm like, oh, why am I even bothered? And then for 5 of us to be talking, and it's like, YouTube, not is it not logging it properly? And it's like last night, I've done reviews where I've done an unlisted review, but it's live, so it's live, but it's unlisted, so you can't, only until I make it public. And I get it, where somebody comes on to watch a few seconds and goes off. And I get that all the time. It's really spooky. Yeah. I personally think it's YouTube's moderators coming on for a few seconds just to make sure there's nothing untoward. Or their bot. Maybe it's a bot that comes on, listens to what you're saying, and maybe. Then again, if they did it on some channels, they probably would get the channel took off them. But yeah. So 51 minutes in already. Wow. And I'm freezing. And my dinner needs to come. Nearly 8 o'clock. Definitely want to watch Doctor Strange. Not playing football, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm asking you a question.
What's the question?
What are you getting for Chinese, man?
King prawn and mushroom, egg fried rice.
Write it down, please.
No, you don't need to.
King
prawn and mushroom, egg fried rice. Good evening, Matt.
That's a week coming.
Yeah, I don't want chicken again. I had chicken earlier. I don't want chicken twice, do you? One lot of chicken per night. And get on the tea. So we've got no dining room at the moment because the ceiling's gone in the dining room. We had Artex that was covered over years ago with these polystyrene bloody board things. And I got told it's, what's the word? A fire risk. So that's down, and we've got no ceiling in the dining room. So yeah, all you can see is the floorboards of the bedroom. Looks quite nice though, to be fair. King prawn batter balls, sweet and sour. Gotta be honest, I'm a sucker for the salted chili chicken. Not the chili part, but the chicken, spicy salt chicken. So the batter's like a spicy salt, and really, really nice. Not cheap though. And you don't get a lot of it because what they do is they chuck a load of bleeding veg in. But I suppose they do that to save money, don't they? Good evening, Mr. Jagman. How are we? Have you recovered from Brew London? Did you like Brew London, mate? Was it a good experience? From what I seen, it was very loud, music-wise and that. Good to meet up with the other beer reviewers, I suppose. Craig especially. Salt and pepper chips. Yeah. One of the chips, one of the Chineses near us does a salt and spicy chips as well. Oh, definitely. And they also do salt and spicy chicken balls. And that's nice because I like chicken balls anyway. I'm loud but good to meet up people back on the beer now. So I can't fault you. Yeah, I had a rough 2 days last weekend, 2 big days last weekend, and I had to come off the beer for a day. Yeah, then went back on it on Tuesday because I stressed out. I couldn't sleep on Monday night. Yeah, Monday night. Couldn't sleep at all. Bloody dog was walking around. Stressed to high heaven because of the dog. And every time I put the dog in the front room, it was like 2 a.m, and I was so pissed off and stressed, and just couldn't get to sleep. So for me, beer, it's not about getting drunk. It's about chilling and calming the old anxiety down. Never just about the beer side of things, necking it. Although I am partial to necking beer, obviously. These things happen. Yeah. How many beer reviewers don't get drunk? God, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Only have to look at a little fella down Wales. He always seems to be steaming on his lives, especially his 3-hour lives. It's going to be very interesting when I do a 5 or 6 hour live. Yeah, if I come out the other side of it, not absolutely steaming to high heaven. Yeah. I have to make sure I get some KFC, not KFC. No, not KFC. McDonald's halfway through or something, or a chip shop. That'd be good. Soak the beer up and go, keep going. So Friday night, everything's coming in fast now. Jesus, I was just only on earlier about the Castle Rock Yard party. That's next week. Craft beer festival's like 2 or 3 weeks away. Birthday a week after the craft beer festival. Hucknall Beer Festival like a month later, and it's just balmy how many beer festivals are coming. A month after that, there's September Beer Con over in Derby, and I'm going this time. Yeah, need to learn how to get trains. Try not to get on the wrong train. Get a train and go from there. Yeah, and try and get off and not get lost. Yeah. Hopefully trains are like buses these days, where you get on the train and it tells you where to get off. Yeah. So one good thing about modern buses, especially Nottingham City, there are all of these things where they tell you every single bloody stop. Brilliant. Good evening, Disco. How are you, matey? Another weekend's here. We're already in May. It's flying by, isn't it? Hey. I mean, you look forward to the summer months, but they come and go. Woof. Spring's gone. We're in summer. Well, technically, it's still spring. But bloody hell. Good evening, Mr. Square Table. And yeah, the years fly by, don't they? Hey, none of us want to get old too quick. You know, there's a thing. It's funny because when you're young, you want to be older. Get to 29, you think, shit, 30 years old. What's that about? Get to 39, you think 40, and it's like, oh God, no, I'm halfway to death, if you can get that far. And then you turn 50, and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. So every year now, I mean, it's good to be alive, obviously, to be fair. Gingerbread latte cream liqueur in Tesco Metro. Oh, nice. Drinking Wolf Rock Sharps. Yeah, I like Sharps Brewery. I do find that Wolf Rock is actually made by them, whereas, is it Doombar? Is that same brewery? I'm thinking it is. Doombar. Yeah. Not as good as it used to be. 40 was bad for me, mate. The anxiety I got for reaching 40. You know, the negative thoughts going through my head, the worry about family, about kids. Now I've got grandkids, and it's like, shit. I mean, I got home today, and little one just got out of the car, the wife did, picked the little one up, the 1-year-old, put him on me, and he went back to sleep, and there's me and him on the settee. Dossing, as you do. And it's nice to get cuddles, though. Good evening, Matt. Sampling the new Sainsbury's beers. Ooh, pray tell, what's in? I haven't been into Sainsbury's for a while. I used to work at Sainsbury's for 5 years, so I've got a love and a hate relationship. Not a love for the staff, hate for the managers. Bottled now in Tadcaster. Tadcaster at, you know, John Smith's country, Foster's. What you find is breweries will have their beer brewed up at the mega breweries, your likes of Marston's, Molson Coors, because it's cheaper. Problem is the water don't taste the same, and the love don't go into it. No, I've not had the same crisis. Can't afford one anyway if I tried. I'd love a motorhome though. Yeah, I'd love one of them. Go touring around the country in a motorhome. Hey, and having the money to do it, obviously, as well. You know. Hey, just pull up somewhere, because in a motorhome you can make it like your own house, but you go to a caravan, you're putting up with somebody else's stuff. And we're at a caravan for the first time in, Jesus, 15, 16 years, if not more. Live in Burton-on-Trent. Lots of breweries in Burton-on-Trent, isn't there? Obviously, Marston's, obviously. But Burton Bridge, Burton Town, Molson Coors. Molson Coors is there, isn't it? I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I apologise. Northern Monk Scaffold is amazing. Ooh. Tiny Rebel Equalizer. I've not had that. Tiny Rebel Frosty is awful. Burton Lad as well. Hey. Motorhome beer. Oh, wouldn't that be a thing? Hey, yeah. You'd need some things to hold him in as you're driving along, though, wouldn't you? Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, elasticated things that hold things in. Oh, a craft beer fridge in a motorhome. Oh dear. Like a little fridge, a long fridge that goes from ceiling to the floor with a single row of craft beers. You wouldn't need much, you know. Oh, now that would be stunning. Ever win the lottery, that would be the thing. Yeah. Can't remember the last time I won the lottery. Not even a fiver. So, yeah. Don't even know why I bother paying. I bet all the years we've paid into the lottery, we're about 50,000 down or something daft. You'd be surprised, wouldn't you, how much you've paid out? If you've kept on doing it, that is. I'd do a brewery tour of England. Just going around England, doing one brewery after another. Go to the tap room, a few beers in the tap room, and sneaky beer reviews. Then go to the next tap room and do the same. Yeah. And even ask to park in the car park overnight and go sleep. The things you would do if you had the money. Hey. This year, we'll just be worried about turning the heating on in October. You pray and hope something comes, but beforehand, don't you just? Scary times, what the country is going to go through. Well, obviously not just the country, the whole world at the same time. Eh? Be a good idea to move to warmer climates for the winter, wouldn't it? Just turn your heating off all winter long. Sod it. I mean, that's what some people do, don't they? They actually live abroad. They live in somewhere like Tenerife for the winter. Have 6 months in Tenerife, then come back here in the summer when it's too hot over there. And I've got somebody at Newark where I work. They do that. They go away for the cold months and come back when it's warm. Eh? Yeah, such is life. Some of us have to work for a living. These people who have won loads of money on the lottery and squandered it, you know. I won millions. I'd have a plot of land, build a house that's totally self-sufficient, you know, apart from water, because you'd need water coming in. But like electricity and gas, you create your own electricity and gas. Yeah. Drinking beer and going to the toilet, you know, that you'd create your own gas from that. Yeah. If they can run gas lamps, good evening, Andrew. If they can run gas lamps off dog shit, then you damn well know. From someone who's been on craft beer, you could run some good lampage. I actually know the inventor who runs from the methane off dog poo. And he's set it up so it does that. Imagine going around there getting fresh dog dollop and putting it into the to do that. Yeah, you gotta want that job. Yeah, I'm just stuck. I'm just filling the bottom of this lamp with some shit. Yeah, just to keep it going all night. Yeah. Yeah, there's some jobs you don't want. Ooh, lovely. Good to see you back on the home brew. What do you reckon to the watermelon sour that's come out? Muntons, or have you heard of it? Very interesting. I know a local shop near me that are doing commercial breweries, and they're doing grain kits. But for somewhere like Muntons to do a mass-produced sour kit is stunning move forward. With the explosion of craft beer now and the prices going up, it's very astute to them to make new styles of beer in kit form. Especially when you look at the likes of the Pinter people and some of the stuff they're doing. It's very interesting to see what will happen in the future. We've only got more Imperial Stout kits, but hey, and where you can add your own flavour in. So you do the Imperial Stout, and I don't just mean the bloody 8% kit. I mean something like a 14%, and that would be interesting. It really would. The future of homebrew, it should be really interesting. Yeah, you can't fault it. 18 quid for 40 pints. When you think of the price of a pint in a pub, and you look at what shops are charging, homebrew is so important. Especially if you can go from being a basic home brewer, pretty much what I am, to somebody who's doing grain stuff and then going further and further. And the avenues that can open. I mean, I know home brewers that have gone into grain and now they're a commercial brewer. So a couple of people now, actually, commercial brewers. And this is great. If that's your forte in life, although like anything, I can brew. I like to brew, but I don't want to brew every single day in my chuffing life. But I suppose if that's your hobby, if that's your job, then it's not so bad. I suppose it's like me being a gardener, really. I do like what I do, but sometimes it's nice to have something else to do as well. Yeah, and Desperados isn't the cheapest. You're damn right. Yeah, Matt, I brewed Bulldog Brews do a toffee apple cider. Trust me, if you've had the Brothers toffee apple, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. I've done some fruit ciders. My problem is I try and up the ABV, and with cider kits, I do find, oh god, it's getting cold now. I do find leave the bloody kits alone. That's the best way, really. Brew it as it is. Be patient, and you'll get something. If you want something that's like Copperberg or Recorderlig, then the fruitier ciders with flavour. It's definitely worth a try. But like I said, the toffee apple that Bulldog Brews make is stunning. If you love that Brothers toffee apple, then it's amazing. For me, I wish they'd make an Imperial cider kit, but that's just the piss-headed part of me coming out, I suppose. For want of a better word. And sometimes I think as a home brewer, if your expectations aren't as high as commercial to start off with at least, then that's a good thing. You accept the fact that it's not going to be commercial quality, but then you brew it. And if you brew it right and it turns out commercial quality, then you've won. With me these days, with today's homebrew kits, especially some of the better ones, second pint of Jaipur, the homebrew kits these days, they are of quality of anything that's released commercially. Beerworks Imperial Stout is just the most amazing Imperial Stout that I've ever tasted. You add flavour to it, and then you've got something that's just off the charts. I added the choc fudge brownie flavour to it, the wife had in the kitchen, and it was just amazing. So it just goes to show you, essence is what they call it. It just goes to show you what breweries do, because breweries cheat as well. They use essence just the same as what we do. So they'll brew a beer. They're using grain to brew the beer. We're using the kit. But at the end of the day, it's not overly far away from what they're doing. Although obviously they've got better equipment. Well, I'm going to have to pop off because one, I need a wee, and two, my dinner's coming. So before I get the nod. But great to meet everyone again tonight, and albeit a getting chilly now. Should have put a jumper on. I'd have been fine with a jumper and sunglasses. Yeah. Would have looked half cool. But let's hope Forest win tomorrow. Might be doing some lives tomorrow night, to be fair. The weather this weekend's supposed to be amazing, so it should be really interesting. Yeah, if I'm doing any beer reviews tomorrow night, I might jump on and do a live beer review. And a barrel-aged whiskey. Oh, my mate's got. I'll take him some Leffe round. Yeah. I've got about 12 bottles that I was given for free. Job's a good one, as you say. Maybe. We're out tomorrow evening. So we're out boozing at a mate's house. So we'll be there for a few hours. Hopefully he's got his barbecue going. That'd be nice. But in any case, thank you all for joining in. And there's bound to be another YouTuber somewhere, the likes of Kent Beer Reviews or somebody, doing a live. And, jumping on their channel. They're all great people. Well, most are. But cheers, everyone. See you soon.